Well, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. How is everyone today? Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us for this No Man's Sky Monday afternoon. Or for some of you, it's probably very early Monday morning or even very late Sunday night. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to join us for this regularly scheduled episode of more No Man's Sky shenanigans. Give me 1 second. Let me check my audio, make sure we're good over here. Okay, audio sounds good. Perfect. Okay, let's get them shouts out of the way. So what do we have out there? Oh, pardon me. All right, so Guitar Guy 80, good to see you, brother, as always. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for typing that. I've got it pinned already, man. Thanks so much, brother. Everybody, Guitar Guy 80 is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. You guys know how we do it here. If you haven't done so, please go to his channel, check him out, blow him up, show him some love. You know how we do it here. Okay, who else do we have out there? Fragenstein. How's it going? It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us. Matt Kirkland, hello. How are you today? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And thanks for stopping by, Matt Kirkland. It's always good to see you, man. Mikey, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Cottrell Everwine, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the stream. Guitar Guy 80, no problem, brother. No problem at all. And I think we are ready to go. So everybody else out there who's watching the stream after the fact, if you're watching the VOD, thanks for taking time out of your day to join us. I appreciate you. I am Oddman105, aka The Odd One. This is a regularly scheduled live stream of some No Man's Sky Monday afternoon. We're going to be on for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours. We'll see how far we can go before my wife comes home and beats me up. Devil Man, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hey, how is Streamlabs number 2? How is Streamlabs? You just got here, bro. Streamlabs, you just got here. How are you number 2? Okay, you know what I'm calling hacks. I call hacks on that one. Anyway, if you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. Also, for anybody out there who's new to my channel, please read and follow the channel rules in the description section down below. Very important. William Dupree, good to see you, man. How are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Welcome to the stream. So as I was saying, I have a zero tolerance policy in place on my channel for any BS. FAFO University is in full effect, so please be advised. So Mikey, No Man's Sky is pretty much Minecraft in space. Just think about Minecraft in space. That's exactly what it is. You can literally go anywhere and do anything in No Man's Sky. This game is phenomenal. It's a space game. It's a space game where there are 256 different galaxies. There's 11 billion different star systems, 18.5 quintillion different planets. So this game is massive. And it's all about exploration. Actually, it's all about doing whatever you want to do. There are solid storied quests in No Man's Sky that will teach you how to play the game. Yeah, exactly. 18.5 quintillion planets. I don't even know how many zeros that is, but it's a lot. So let's hop right in. Let me double check my stats in OBS. OBS is looking good. Okay, let's brighten up the screen and transition. And we are ready. So, first order of business is going to be to complete the weekend Nexus mission to make some money. Because yes, you can also money grind in No Man's Sky. It's all about that money. Not money, but money. That's how we say it here on my channel, at least. Money. If I can fix my chair. There we go. Thank you, chair. I appreciate it. My chair's not cooperating today. Yeah, Mikey, if you have like Xbox Game Pass or the PlayStation Plus version of like a Game Pass subscription that allows you to try the game, I say give it a try first before buying it. In my opinion, it's worth buying without a doubt. To their credit, Hello Games, the developers of No Man's Sky, have never, ever charged for a DLC. Let's download that. And we've gotten free updates ever since. So William Dupree says, Nexus mission, tame wild creatures. Oh my God. I hate... You know what? We're going to do it anyway. We'll do it anyway. Absolutely hate that. So this is what we're going to do. Let's complete the weekend Nexus mission. Let's go to Polestar Expedition Save. We'll do the weekend Nexus mission. So Guitar Guy 80 says, I got some freighter explosive on my Nexus mission. Freighter, what do you even need that for? What do we need that for? That's funny. Here we go. Yeah, actually did change my my character's clothing. Before we head out, let's see if there are any other styles that I can get. I think there are. But this game is absolutely phenomenal. Now, again, I do recommend that if you have like Game Pass or something like that, try it first. Just give it a try and see if you like it. Okay, so we want to do... no, we're not going to do that. So we'll keep it anomaly. We're not going to do that either. That's fine. So, head... I actually think this looks better. I think that headpiece looks better. So I think we'll keep that headpiece instead. Torso, armor. Let's... Red is too cliche. Blue is too common. Maybe we do. Maybe we'll stick with red. Maybe we'll just stick with red for the time being. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Backpack. So let's see. It took a while for that to render. Okay, we'll keep the Skyborn backpack. We're not using capes, and I guess we'll keep that color. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That works for me. So, Guitar Guy 80 says, the Freighter Expos, you can use 3 out of 5 items. Mind control, mineral containers are 2 of them. Okay. I did not know that. Check that out. It's a snow speeder with droid wings. Snow speeder with droid wings. Hold on a second. Let's scope that out. Hold on. It's a snow speeder with droid wings, box thrusters, and a dorsal. Get rid of the dorsal and get maybe a short-nosed cockpit. That would probably be a pretty nice fighter. Oh, and also get rid of the box thrusters too. Okay, let's go. So Guitar Guy 80 says, explosive drones. Did a quick search on the No Man's Sky assistant. Yeah, I would have never guessed. What do you... It's like, what is that stuff even used for? Okay, so what we're going to do is hop, skip, and jump over to the space anomaly. Yeah, William Dupree was sporting the new outfit. Although I do like the anomaly helmet. Okay, so where is the space anomaly? Also, something that I want to do. Some players have been telling me that they've been having difficulty finding that S-Class that we found about 2 months ago during a previous live stream. They're saying that the coordinates are correct, so I want to test those coordinates today. I think the problem that those players are having is that they're still in either Euclid or they're in another galaxy, but they have to be in Eisentam. So I think that's what's happening. Oh, okay, I see. They assist the freighters on their mission. So basically, I get it. It improves their chances of coming back successfully from a mission. I gotcha. You know, it's too bad we can't actually go out with our freighters on those missions. I think that will be another really cool update. All right, here we go. I think that would be a really cool update. If we could literally go out and deploy with our freighters on those missions, That'd be pretty cool. Before we do anything, wanted to check the multi-tool actually over here. Just out of curiosity. Boo! It's a C-class. Okay, never mind. So mind control helps with negotiations and stuff. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, I really would like to see Hello Games do some sort of a detailed deep dive into freighter and frigate missions. I would really like to see that. I think they came pretty close with it with Polestar, the expedition, but we didn't really do much with the freighter, or frigates, I should say, during Polestar. It says, but to craft explosive drones, you need Walker brains. It's relatively easy to get Walker brains, believe it or not. It's easier than most people think. If you find the right Sentinel ship, the right crash and abandoned Sentinel ship, you can probably get about 10 Walker brains. Okay, what do we got? So we got to tame wild creatures for life support gel and quicksilver. Okay, we'll do that. I do not want to do this. All right, initialize. Oh, hold it. Before we do, hold it. Before we do, there's one thing I got to do before we start. Hold it. I got to restart. I got to reload. Reload restore point. There's something I got to do. I got to change purchases back to standard. Because I was in here yesterday playing around with the Corvette construction builder, whatever you want to call it. I had crafting and purchases set to free, so I need to fix that. Before we start, let's go to difficulty, if I can open it. There we go. Let's change crafting or purchases. Let's change that to standard. We'll leave crafting to free, just because. All right. Okay, now we can start. Excuse me. Delectable domestication. That does not sound good. All right. Wait a minute. What did that say? Oh, now we get acid. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. It doesn't matter. Just give me the money. I want the money. Okay, initialize. And start. Okay. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 says, I get mine from these missions. Usually, I'll find a bunch of Walker brains when searching for Sentinel ships. Sinister RC, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's go. And thank you guys for stopping by, and thank you guys for watching the VOD. After the fact, we are on the Weekend Nexus mission. Now, once we're finished, there's one thing I want to do before proceeding with the rest of the stream. Some players have been saying that they've been having difficulty finding an S-Class Sentinel ship that I found about 2 months ago. That's here in the, well, it's in the Eisentam galaxy. I think the problem that they're having is that they're in the wrong galaxy. So what we're going to do after we finish this Nexus mission is hop over there, get the glyphs. I'll pull up the video to make sure that the glyphs actually match. And we're going to find a portal in Eisentam and hop over there. But I think the problem that they're having is that they're in the wrong freaking galaxy. And hope everybody out there is doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. Are we here? Yes. We just bounced off the moon's surface. And of course, there's a freaking storm as we fly into the ground. Okay, so what do we got? Well, let's head to that structure over there. Because why not? Alright, here we go. Was that the Nexus sent you to a toxic planet? I think that's where we are. Yep, toxic planet.
Toxic protection falling.
Okay, so first and foremost, let's craft some creature pellets. Next, let's find some ridiculous fauna. It is like, okay, there's some over there.
Life support power low.
Oh, lady, would you get out of here?
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay, well, before Miss Exosuit Lady interrupted me, there was fauna over here. There we go. Okay,
Weather update. Storm clearing.
I guess they don't want to talk to me.
Units received.
Any more fauna on this planet? Those things suck. Hey, Deborah, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? We're just doing some Nexus weekend stuff. Ouch. Yeah, I'm chasing living flying saucers. This gives new meaning to the word living ship. We've already interacted with those 5. Just out of curiosity. Okay. I'll take that. We got some craw milk. That's disgusting. So how are you guys? We're going to be out here for a while, so we got 5 out of 46. I thought this planet was fauna dense. Oh, there we go.
Units received.
Hey, come back here, you. Don't you make me chase after you. Don't make me chase after you, bro. Come back here. So, Ozzy Bob, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm chasing after a random fauna. Would you interact with that dude? Okay, whatever. I'm out of breath. Totally out of breath. Yeah, this mission sucks. So that we don't have to do this again, let's make absolutely sure. There we go. These guys, hold on. So let's see if we can get one to stop for us. Nope. Those guys do not want to stop. Okay, we've already talked to that dude.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, Ozzy Bob, you can't catch them dudes, man. Those, not only are they fast, they do not want to talk to you. They do not want to talk. That's fine. We'll deal with the flying saucer things. We'll tame these guys instead. So we only need 39 more. This is not going to be fun. Not sure if I mentioned this before, but this planet sucks. Oh, there's one stuck. He's stuck over there. Let's see if we can interact with him. Nope, cannot. Okay. That answers that question. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to do it on this planet. We'll probably just go to another rock. Because these are the most non-social, introverted animals I've ever seen in my life. These guys are a bunch of introverts. Okay, we've already fed that dude. What about this one? Tame wild animals, they say. So what's that? It took you 15 minutes? Yeah, this is not one of my favorite missions, but it's okay. No, we don't want to ride. We don't want to interact. Interact. Okay, so those dudes have been fed already. Yeah, you can't interact with those things. That's unfortunate. We have 13 out of 46. So we need 33 more. Nice. Aha. And we can interact and can tease out some honey. Don't really need the sticky honey because I got a whole planet full of it. Offer food. Yeah, we're going to be out of creature pellets here real soon. Did we scan everything?
Units received.
Oh, yeah, sure. Now they're flying around. Of course they are.
Toxic protection falling.
Interacts. Yeah, these planets now, all they want is free food. Okay, let's take a second to get caught up on chat while we're waiting for more new animals to fly in. Guitar Guy 80 says he has a base where every animal produces honey. It's about 4 or 5 different ones. I tried to find a planet. This planet is probably unique in that it has one animal that produces honey. Now, that being said, I found an entire planet where the carbon, the flora, will give you sticky honey. It's basically a desert planet with a bunch of honeycombs on it. So if and whenever I need this sticky honey, what is this? I am almost afraid to ask what this is, but okay. Oh, honey? Okay, never. You can keep your honey, buddy. No, thank you. Not that interested. Ouch. So we got 19 more to go, or we got 19 out of 46.
Protection falling. Technology recharge.
Yeah, this is not fun. How many of these? We got 19 left. Okay, that should be more than enough. Interact with. Would you get out of here? Interact. Interact. Oh, yeah, now all they want is free food. Get out of here. You guys suck. They were a bunch of gold diggers. They're gold diggers. Okay, that's interact. So Deborah says the only problem with the mold is that it does take time to load and unload. Load and unload it all and pour it into the processor. That is true. That is true. But you know, for my Curiosities farms, when you consider the amount of runaway mold that you get. You know, versus the amount of time required to set up and you know, produce, you know, I can go for the 20 minutes because it takes 20 minutes for a full stack of 10,000. Okay, so we need 24 more. I don't think there are 24 more fauna on this entire planet. So William says, I have 40 refiners on my freighter. I think I got 20. I think I have 20. Whenever I need to really ramp up production of nanites, I'll add a few more. We'll definitely add a few more. So for anybody out there just joining us, we're running the weekend Nexus mission where we got to tame 46 freaking creatures. Worst planet ever, by the way. There you go. You know, I'm actually going to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen these UFO-looking fauna before. I don't think I've ever seen them in the game before. I think this is the first time. So Deborah says I have 25 on mine. Ozzy says I've got 30. I think I've got 20. Pretty sure I've got 20. And whenever I need some nanites, excuse me, I'll hit one of my 2 Curiosities farms. I'll eat some cake, hit a Curiosities farm, and come back with about 40,000 nanites in 20. Well, actually, more than 40,000 in about 20 minutes. But of course, if I'm really in a hurry to get nanites, then I'll just go to an outlaw system, buy a bunch of suspicious packages goods. I can't speak today. Suspicious package tech and arms, and just sell it. Michael Knight, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, bro. Everybody, Michael Knight is one of the true OGs in the truest sense of the term OG. We go all the way back to the 80s. And I'm talking way back to the 80s. We're talking MC Hammer level of 80s back there. Yeah, MC Hammer levels of 80, of 1980s. That's how far back we go. It's good to see you, man. Thanks for joining us, brother. Ozzy says 80s rules. Yes, sir. 80s. The 80s were awesome. The 80s were awesome, without a doubt. Okay, I've already fed those dudes. What about this guy? All right. Yeah, Sean Murray done lost his mind. He's got me running around the planet feeding random animals. What is this? Ammonium. Don't think I need that. We'll skip it. So I think we just did a Jason Plays and walked in a complete circle because we're headed back toward the spaceship. So Ozzy says he's got one as a pet. I don't think I've ever seen those flying saucer fauna ever in No Man's Sky. I don't think I've ever seen them. So William DeFree says, I'm working on my other save right now. My main save is almost 2 million nanites. Jeez, dude. 2 million nanites? That's a lot of freaking nanites. You'll never have to worry about an update or upgrade this, that's for sure. All right. Any more flying saucers out here? Yeah, I think we just did a Jason Plays because we're headed back towards the spaceship or the Starship. Complete circle. As I fall into a ginormous pit. We feed this guy already? No, we didn't. Here. Hey, Sentinel, I will murk you out if you come over here, buddy. You will get murked. We're almost there. Almost there. Hey, get your butt down here. What is this? There we go. Hold it. Hold it. Come back here. There you go. There you go. All right, 12 more to go. 12 more to go. Man, these guys are straight trolling today. So Ozzy says he started the expedition again today on a straight save. Or excuse me, a fresh save. We are probably going to do the expedition again just before it ends. We're going to do it one more time. That expedition was fun. It was a ton of fun. I enjoyed it. In fact, everything about this new update has been remarkable. It's been very fun. This is by far one of my favorite updates. We got 9 more, and we need... Oh my god, we used all that? Okay. Yeah, so Kitaka 80 says only 16 to go. Or should I say 16, 16, 16, 16? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, offer food. We're almost there. We've already interacted with those guys. They're good to go. Yeah, this is not the most fun weekend Nexus mission, but hey, money is money. Yeah, what even is this? You know what? I've never seen this one either. This is a brand new fauna. Not brand new, but this is a new fauna to me at least. I don't even know what that is. I'm out of here. That thing creeps me out. That fauna legit creeps me out. So once we get this done, we'll head over to the space station in this system, check out the multi-tool because it might be a good one. 3 more to go. That's one big pile of poop over there. Ugh. Yeah, look at them. They're all over here looking for free food. You guys absolutely suck. Have a pass up a piece of sodium nitrate. Give me that. Have a pass up sodium nitrate and dihydrogen. Thank you. I will totally take all that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Toxic protection falling.
So Ozzy Bob says, would you like to build a Cobra Mark III? I have a script. What do you mean you have a script? Are you talking about a blueprint or...
Technology recharge.
Lily the Purple, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you today? All right, that's it. It's done. Get me off this planet. This place absolutely freaking sucks. Yeah, exactly. Great planet. Yeah, perfect planet, right? Perfect planet. All of the fauna on this planet are a bunch of gold diggers. They're only here for the free food. Okay, where's my ship? Get me out of here. Oh, so you already have the instructions typed. I see. I think what I'm going to do today is work on, because I was working on the Federal Corvette. I was working on building the Federal Corvette from Elite Dangerous. Started yesterday. And, you know, I'll show you guys how far I got with it, but simply because the parts that we have for building Corvettes are pretty much limited and they're fairly linear, in their design, it was kind of hard to get the look that I was going for. So we might work on that today instead. There better be a space station in this star system. Yeah, there it is. It's like, where's the space station? Dang it. 2 minutes away. Let's go. Keegan Courage Gaming, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. How are you? So let's do this. What we're going to do is check out the multi-tool here at the station. See if they got some good stuff for sale. From there, we will head over to the Nexus at the Space Anomaly. Finish this mission. I got to check one thing at one of my bases. I mentioned earlier that some players were having difficulty finding an S-class Sentinel ship. They say that the glyphs are corrupt. I think they're in the wrong galaxy, but I'm going to double check the glyph locations for it anyway. And again, Keegan Courage Gaming, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That is an ugly multi-tool. Nope. This one is just as ugly. And it's a freaking A-class. And it's a freaking A. Nope. And it's an A class. That's like the ultimate freaking troll right there. And it's an A class. Okay, what do you got for me, buddy? Let's talk to the multi-tool guy here. The Gek with a really bad shave. What do you got for me? Upgrades. It's got an S-class scanner. That's it? That's all he has is an S-class scanner. We'll take it. That was very uneventful. What about the Starship guy? What do you got for me? The Gek with the really funny eyebrows. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you guys for joining us. What we're doing is hyperdrive, pulse engine. Oh, this place sucks. This place absolutely sucks. Let me out of here. We're out of here. Goodbye. We're done. Nope. This place sucks. We're out of here. Just call me Ghost Patrick Swayze. I am out of here. At least had watermelon eyes. That dude had the funniest freaking eyebrows I'd ever seen. Okay. Let's finish this. Then we'll hop over to my S-Class planet. No, the planet's not an S-Class. That's where the Starship is located. So, Marcus Schumacher, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So you're watching while on GTA for a bit? Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Guitar Guy 80 says I have a Corvette based on the Starfleet shuttle. Oh, the Valjean. Yeah, the Valjean Chakotay's Marquis Raider from Voyager and the NX-01. I remember you mentioned that. I would really like to see that, man. I'd really like to see it. Okay, let's finish this thing, then make a new restore point so we don't screw it up. Okay, complete. Give me my money. And we got 5 acid. Thank you. Let's make a new restore point. Okay. Let me see if I can pull that up. I need to make sure. Let's pull up another page. Let me go to my page, if I can find it. And so I need to see S-Class Sentinel. And let's see, not that one. That thing is ugly. There we go. Just give me 1 sec. I just need to get these glyphs. Yeah, I think people are in the wrong galaxy for this one. Okay, those are the glyphs. All right, perfect. Lily, we'll find out right now. Let's get to the teleporter and let's go take a look. Or the interstellar terminus. So Guitar Guy 80 says he can bring it to the salvageable scrap planet. Nice. Although I don't have multiplayer turned on at this time. But we can definitely check it out. What am I seeing? What? Somebody please tell me that that's a bug. What? Somebody please tell me. Do you guys see this? What is Artemis doing? You guys, tell me. What? What am I seeing here? Hold on. Is this thing broken? What the actual French toast is going on here? Artemis, What are you doing? What? Hey, Rockstar, fix Hello Games' game. What is this? Rockstar Games, multi-billion-dollar AAA game developer. You can't fix No Man's Sky. Rockstar, that's your responsibility. You had one job, Rockstar. One job. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. Yeah, exactly. Stalker Ghost. What? So hold on. So what? Yeah, we can't interact with him. Artemis, what are you even doing here, bro? That thing is not supposed to be open. That's right. All right, this goes into an episode of the Rockstar Logic. So what exactly is going on here? It does not work. Yeah, nothing. Nothing happens. Yeah, that's... Okay, well, yeah. That's a thing. Mr. Smooth Ones, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. That's a thing. Everybody, Mr. Smooth Ones is a fellow content creator. He's part of the Odd Fam. If you guys haven't done so, please go to his channel and check him out. Show that man some love. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, exactly. Stalker Ghost, right? Yeah, Lily the Purple. Never ever seen that happen before. Never saw that happen. Well, now we know what Artemis does in his free time. Now we know what he does in his free time. Okay. That was funny. Let's go to the... let's go back to Eisentam. Oh, we got to drop a couple of things off anyway. Let's go back to Eisentam. And... totally missing chat. Let's drop a few things off before we proceed. Coming through, get out of the way. The upgrades are here. Here we go. Drop off that S-Class scanner. Why do I have 2 crystal fragments? Where did that come from? Some sticky honey, acid. I think that'll go here. I think I got space over here. Yep. Drop that off. What else? Yeah, this is where all the random stuff goes right here. That's basically the junk drawer. The junk drawer. This will drop off at the other base. Supreme upgrade for the deflector shield. That's for Starship deflectors. Okay. Alright, we'll have to stick that on the Starship if I can find one. So Deborah says Artemis is looking for a way out. He's either looking for a way out or he's waiting for the Uber Eats guy. I think he's waiting for the Uber Eats guy. I think he placed an order. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's standard carbon. We got 3 S-Class shields over here. Okay, we'll stick that on another Starship. Alright, piece of cake. Okay, let's get out of here. We're on the clock. Get out of the way, buddy. Now, let's go back. And Lily the Purple, you had a... yeah, what's that? The Euclid Eats guy. Yeah, exactly. Let's go back to... first, hold it. My bases. Let's go here. We got to drop some stuff off. We'll go to that S-Class Sentinel ship base next. I think it's a normal colored system. You had a very good point. If it's a purple system, they can't get to it. But I think it's a normal color system. I'm pretty sure it is. But I think players are having trouble because they're in the wrong galaxy. And we're here. That is not what I wanted to do. Give me that cake back. What do you think this is? Give me that cake. That and that. Okay, that works for me. Okay, where's my teleporter? There we go. Yeah, I think Artemis called the Uber Eats guy. So, my bases, and that is an S-Class, A-Class 3+1, A-Class, A-Class, A-Class Key Fob, Curious Deposit Overlook, A-Class, C-Class Heavy, Dragonfly, S-Class Sentinel Ship, I believe that's it. S-Class Sentinel Ship 2+2. S-Class Medium Set. Okay, which one is it? How many S-Classes did I find? Hold on. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. I think. Must have found a couple of them. Okay. I think this is what the one. We'll find out. So I just need to verify the glyphs, and what I will do is teleport back to this system. Yep, this is the one. This is it. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let me pull up the page. Let's verify the glyphs. Okay, this is Eisentam, Face, Dino, Triforce, Dino, Sunrise, Dino, Half Moon, Dragonfly, Hexagon, Half Moon, Black Hole, Scarab. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. So that's good to go. Now that that's verified, we don't even need to fly back to this system. So, again, if you guys want this ship, again, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is an S-Class Sentinel ship, 3+1, I think. So, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is Eisentam. Yeah, S-Class. And I think this is a 3+1. But, hey, nothing wrong with a free S-Class. What we will do, let's do this. Because Lily the Purple had a very good point. Let's check the system color. This could be a purple star system, but I doubt it. What's that? We got to get a number system going? We do kind of. Again, I try to get star system or keep a base identification to a minimum, something simple. Okay, what do we need here? Galaxy. So what do we got? Aha! It is a purple star system. It's a purple star system. Well, that explains it. Okay. Yep, XY systems are purple. Okay, so I'm going to have to make a note in the pinned comment. Now we know why people can't get to the system. The glyphs are actually correct. The star system is correct. It's just a purple system. They have to go through the actual quest to find purple systems. All right, well, that answers that question. Yeah, I never really thought about it that much because I have the Atlantid drive. I've got the actual requisite drive to get to the system. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. Or if not on this one, I got it on another one. It's probably on the freighter, but since I got a base built here anyways, it's not a big deal. All right, let's get out of this star system. That answers that question. Problem solved. Okay, land the ship, please. Thank you. As we barrel roll, hold on a second. There we go. Would you land the ship? Thank you. Jeez. All right. Lousy parking job. Lousy parking job. And just as a side note, whatever you guys do, if you find an abandoned ship that you don't plan on claiming, whatever you do, don't place a landing pad near your base computer. Don't do that, because some random NPC will come by and steal your ship. Ask me how I know. Alright, save point. Okay, let's go back to the freighter. Okay, so what we're going to do next... Yeah, William Dupree, like I said, ask me how I know. Some random NPC will come by and steal that ship. So Lily the Purple says, I've been busting my gut trying to get all of my good saves up to purple. That is... I've got two. I've got two of them so far. As a matter of fact, what I'm trying to do is get all of my expedition saves, if you will, up through all of the storied quests so that I can access the purple star systems. Right now I've got... well, no, I take it back. I've got three. I've got three. Tony, how's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Welcome. Hey, we only got 15 likes. Hey, you guys, everybody, blow up that like button for me, please. Hit that like button, please. It helps out the channel a ton. That like button helps out a big deal. It's a small thing, but it does help out a lot. Let's get rid of the creature pellets. We don't need those anymore. This, we can put that in another starship. Let's get rid of that. And what we're going to do, since we're back in the original star system, where we, began. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80, the stupid uptime command is still broken. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't know why it's broken. Been trying to work with Streamlabs for the longest time to get it fixed. Uptime just does not want to work. Yeah, it keeps saying that it's offline, but obviously we're not offline. So I'm not sure what the disconnect is. Literally, I don't know what the disconnect is. Okay, let's plug this in. Hold on a minute. What is this X class? 17, 30, 30. Okay, that's better. Okay, we'll take the X class and stick it over here. A C class. Get that thing out of there. C class shields. Yeah, this thing is a 3+1. I got a video on how to get this ship if you guys are interested. It's a guaranteed first wave spawn. Guaranteed first wave spawn. So, interesting. Alright, let's plug this in, because why not? There we go. Okay, let's go back to the space station. And what we're going to do now is work on that Corvette that I was calling myself trying to build. Okay, let's go back to the space station. Current system. Lily says, I ran the expedition again last Thursday. Managed to get an S-class freighter. Nice. Nearly didn't bother with the fight. First time I got an S-class and as a first offering. Glad it was a fresh save. Yeah, exactly. That means you get to keep it. Oh, that's why I usually try to run expeditions with fresh saves. That way if something good pops up, you keep it. Okay, we're back. That's the wrong ship, buddy. Totally the wrong ship. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's get back to work on this Corvette. We'll do the Corvette for a little bit, and from there we will go back to standard Sentinel Starship hunting. Let's switch all crafting and purchases back to free. That way we can continue working on this. Just out of curiosity, how many parts do I have? Not many. That's why I did crafting and purchases to free. I don't feel like looking for parts. Okay, so let's resume previous design. Okay, so yesterday I was working on the Federal Corvette, which is another ship from Elite Dangerous. The problem, of course, is that the Corvette is a long ship. It's one of the biggest ships in Elite Dangerous, but it's a freaking long ship. And because it's a long ship, but it's also an angular ship. So the one thing I had a problem with was keeping in like an angular shape while using the existing parts, and it's extremely difficult to do. It is a portion of the ship that actually flares outward, the wing portion, I should say. But unfortunately, this wing portion, if we can find it, the Arcadia wing module only flips in two directions. So this is actually useless. I thought that we could rotate this thing in four degrees, but you can't. You can't rotate this wing part. It only rotates left and right. That's it. You can only mirror it. You can't do anything else with it. Oops. But I still think I can use it. I still think it's usable. And of course it's facing in the wrong freaking direction. So that was one of the problems I had with this one piece right here. So Guitar Guy 80 says, I tried building the Prometheus from Stargate SG-1, but the parts limited. Oh, the parts limit didn't let you finish. Ozzy Bob, you do know that I have a video on my channel on demonstrating how to do that? Yeah, I got a video on my channel demonstrating how to do that already. Yeah, I know you can do that, believe it or not. Yeah, I have a video demonstrating on how to get those parts fast. But that is arguably the fastest way to get it. Yeah, I put that video up a few weeks ago. A couple of weeks ago. No, about 2 weeks ago. That's when that video went up. But since I can't use that piece, the problem, I think up to this point, everything is okay because these fairings, if you will, or cowlings, they kind of mesh together, so they look okay. Anybody that knows what the Federal Corvette looks like would know that the actual nose cone of this ship, that's spot on. That's exactly what I was looking for. Everything else is just kind of messed up. Everything else is just kind of broken. So, oh my God, this is gonna be tough, but I think it can be done. I think it can be done. Let me see, Speedbird fairing. Yeah, see, that doesn't match with the existing piece. Hard frame cowling. This is... Nope. Now, see, that doesn't work because it's too big. Ah! That's a fuel pod cover. Rockhopper fin module. Yeah, the wing modules don't really do what they're supposed to do, or what I need them to do. So, yeah, this one is kind of tough. Swept casing is too short. Now that piece might work. So Lily Purple says, I spend so much time getting parts. I love building from what I find. Yeah, that's actually pretty fun. I have, because I usually try to make a video out of all of the, out of any Corvette builds. That's why I have crafting and purchases switched to free. When I'm off stream, I'll go out on a separate save and hunt for parts. So you say, what about the 1/4 dome? Let's try that. So I think you're talking about the Speedbird dome. Let's try that. Yeah, that's not going to work. I could try another one of those. Hold on. Yeah, we've used the Arcadia blade. Let's try the stabilizer. Let's try a second stabilizer. Now, you see what would happen? You'll get this kind of a ridged look. The parts, because they're all angled, they don't properly mesh well. The actual I don't mind glitching into other parts. That's actually what I'm looking for, because that's the only way to get this thing to smooth out. But yeah, that's not going to work either. Yeah, like I said, the Federal Corvette from Elite Dangerous is one of the biggest ships in the game. In that game, it's a big ship, a big combat ship, and of course, it's got a long fuselage. And like I said, the front part of the ship, I think, is fine. But it's like everything else back this way is like, what just happened here? So, let's get caught up on chat. So that's kind of what we're missing. I do think it's possible, but it's going to take a lot of finessing, and I'm talking a lot. It's like, up to this point, it's okay, but everything else is just like, really, dude, what happened? I need something to fill in this portion right here. Now, I could simply add... The problem with adding a fab right there... Hey, Cody, what's up, man? How's it going, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you? Cody, good to see you, man. Everybody, Cody the Security Bear is a fellow content creator. If you guys haven't done so, please do me a favor. Go to his channel, blow him up, show that man some love. He's part of the Odd Fam. Cody says, fill in portion, no comment. Boom. Hey, Cody, since you're a moderator here, if you'd like to post a link to your respective YouTube channel in chat, you may do so. But Cody, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, brother. We're just doing some No Man's Sky shenanigans today. Yeah, we got to fill that spot in. Boom. Argonaut cowling. Now, that would almost work. That would almost work. That would, I swear, that would almost work. Hold on, let's plug that in. Plug in one right there. Flip it. Plug in another one. Let's see, how does that look? So how does that look? Hold on. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Joa, how's it going, man? It's good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Cody, I'm glad to hear it, man. We were straight up worried about you, man. We were straight up worried about you, bro. Seriously. And Cody, I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel, man. I wake up every day with anxiety because of what's going on. And I live in Japan, but I still wake up every day with anxiety. I know how you feel, brother. We'll get through it. I feel you, though, man. So Lily says, so can you build a ship backwards, put the cockpit on the back end so you could use the wing the other way? I think you can, but it requires glitch building. And I was trying to do this without glitch building. So hold on a second. You can install multiple cockpits on a single ship. Believe it or not. So I could add a second cockpit to a ship if I wanted. You can totally do it. I can put a second cockpit right there. The only way to flip this cockpit around is to use the stairway glitch. You have to use a stairway glitch. But there is a way to do it. I just wanted to do this without glitch building. But there is definitely a way to do it. I watched a video yesterday on some guy that actually did it. He set up a stairway inside one of the walkways, but he reversed it, and that allowed him to move the actual canopy. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote, good to see you, brother. How's it going, man? Yeah, exactly. You got to have double habs, right, or double walkways. But the only way you can do it is to glitch it, which is something that I was trying to avoid because not everybody likes to glitch build. I don't mind glitch building, but if I'm going to, let's say, for example, make a tutorial on this, the easiest ship builds are the best, in my opinion. So Cody says, but at least I'm finally finishing Bottom Dollar Bounty's career progress despite my glitching and having a few setbacks. I am so glad that I'm done with Bottom Dollar Bounties. I will never have to do it again. I haven't even claimed the stupid truck yet. Haven't claimed the truck yet. So you guys excuse me for a second while I have a sip of some delicious, fat-free, low-calorie, zero fructose corn syrup diet water. That's some good stuff. That is some good stuff. So, Michael says, drink some for me. You bet. Oh, that's right. The Game Hub did do a ship meet. I'm going to check out his stream later on. Yeah, Deborah Allen, that's the only way to do it. You have to do a stairway glitch. You have to do a stairway glitch to reverse the actual position of the cockpit, which will allow you to reverse the position of the wings. But again, not everybody likes to glitch build. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay, up to this point, everything seems to be okay-ish. Okay, Lily the Purple, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you feel better. I hope you're feeling better. So take care and God bless to you. So Cosmic Cody says, hey Odd, Guitar Guy, William, Deb, glad to be here finally. Long weekend for me. I feel you, man. I feel you. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you as always. So Cody says, finishing that made me feel better. Needed Colby Cartwright and just a random bounty to get 50 out of 50 and finish 9 out of 10 platinums. I can't remember how painful that was. That was painful. That was, bro, I know you're feeling, Cody, I know the feeling, man. That was painful. But once it's done, you'll never have to do it again. Okay, so... I think that will work. Kinda, sort of. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the wing configuration in the back of my head, because the actual design of the ship doesn't have this sharp flaring of the wings, of the wing section, I should say. But a better question is, do they come out that far? So hold on a second. If I do this... we're not going to use a hab. If we go... if we go straight cowling, if we plug that in, just out of curiosity, what would that look like? Okay, so that's what it would look like without the heavy linkage. Wolf Sikorsky, how's it going, bro? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Wow. But at least you guys can actually take part in the ship meet, because I'm like half a planet away from you. I can't even take part in the ship meet. I really want to show up to to go to like one of the Game Hub's ship meets one day and bring the most orange of orange Sentinel ships I can possibly find. I've already got the ship decided. I've already got the ship planned out for it, just to like troll everybody. The most orange Sentinel ship I can find. So yeah, that's not going to work. So okay, let's wipe that, wipe that. That's not going to work. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. So what we're trying to do is rebuild the Federal Corvette from Elite Dangerous. Anyone that's ever played Elite Dangerous, I've never played the game before, but I watch a lot of Elite Dangerous content. The Federal Corvette is one of the biggest combat ships in Elite Dangerous. And the one thing that sets it apart is literally the overall length of the nose cone of the ship. It's got a long nose cone on it. Cockpit sits right about here on the ship. Behind it are basically storage for two class 4 hardpoints, two huge hardpoints for like the biggest weapons in the game, right? One problem that I'm running into here is just the actual limitation with the parts. You can kind of snap pieces together so that they flow together, but at the same time, it's like, what in the crap am I doing here? I do think it is possible to make something relatively close to it. So Wolf Sikorsky says, Halloween is coming up, and I'm currently going through Bloodborne as my Halloween Platinum. Nice! That's true. Halloween is coming up. We still have a bit of a ways to go before it hits. Guitar Guy 80 says, I first heard of Elite Dangerous after the Corvette update. Seriously? Yeah, Elite Dangerous is a very popular live service game. Okay, that piece wasn't supposed to go away. Put that back. Thank you. It's a very popular live service game. I'm not a fan of live services per se, but I bought Elite Dangerous with the intent of just kind of trying it out. Never played it. Never played it. But I like the ships. The ships look pretty cool. So heavy linkage. Yeah, we got to have that heavy linkage there. Yeah, the only other option would be to go full hab. Either full hab or walkway. I think just a full hab would do better. Full hab here. Then attach a wing section. Because it's a big ship. Definitely a big ship. So let's remove the heavy linkage. Remove that. Let's add a Thunderbird class hab right here. Add one of those. Just this is proof of concept. Let's add another wing. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Another Super Cruise cowling. So 2 of those. And so how would that look? So Lily the Purple says, I'll back up. Wolf Sikorsky says, yeah, chat's going by really quickly. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote, time zone is ridiculous. Yeah, I would like to join one of his ship meets one day. I'll definitely make it. I'll definitely try to make it. So, Wolf Sikorsky says, Hunting Beasts and Nightmares sounds like a good Halloween game. It does. It does. So Lily says, I have an idea. From looking at the Elite Dangerous model, take the long wing off, put a 2x1 on the back. And put the wing so you can't put the wing that you can't flip on that. Ah, interesting, interesting. Michael Knight said, would you really go? You don't do that. Yo, we just got a massive donation from Crazy Cody's Comics. Nice. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Crazy Cody's Comics, who just beat the game. Hey, Cody, thanks so much for that donation. Thanks for your generosity, and thanks for your support, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Let's get some 07s out there, people. Proper hand salute. Let's do it. Cody, thanks so much. Cody says, Nightmare Sauce's Pizza, hold the pineapple. Yes, please. Definitely hold the pineapple. That is blasphemy. Pineapple on pizza is blasphemy. So that is a very good idea, actually. Let's do that. So let's do that. Let's put a second 2x1. Let's do that. Now you can either put a 2x1 here or 2 heavy linkage. 2 heavy linkage will actually do the same thing. That is, of course, if you don't want the extra hab space. So let's do that. Let's add a let's add 2 heavy linkages instead. Let's add 2 heavy linkages. We're not going to do that. And where's that wing? So that's kind of what it would look like. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. So special thanks to Lily for that idea. That's actually not bad at all. That is not bad. So if that's the case, hold on a second. Hold on. The problem, of course, is the blockiness right here. We got to do something about that blockiness, but I think I know a way to fix that. I think if we add a standard cowling or diffuser right there, that would fix the blockiness problem. So Cody says, what do you call a backup? Michael Knight says, that's what I was saying. You don't like live playing like that, and I understand. Yeah, typically, the only reason I bought Elite Dangerous was because of the Starships. And just like Grand Theft Auto Online, there is solo play. There's solo and invite-only play in Elite Dangerous. The problem, of course, is that it's a live service game that uses a peer-to-peer network, just like Grand Theft Auto Online, which means that if you happen to join an open play session with the wrong type of players that are running some sort of mod menus, then you might have a bad day. That's typically why I always play solo. Ozzy says, started playing the original Elite on the Commodore 64. I played for many hours until my neighbor got sick of me and kicked me out. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, this is the original Elite from 1984, I bet. So let's see. If we remove this. Yeah, that looks terrible. That just looks terrible. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. See, if we put that there, if we move it up, because we can totally move that up one. But the problem is that we still have that ginormous freaking hole right there. So back up. Cody says, what do you call pizza made from a tired dad? Papa John's Pizza. Oh my God. Papa John's Pizza. So a note to chat. If you don't hit the like button, the dad jokes are going to get progressively worse. Just understand that our ability to survive the impending dad jokes depends on your ability to hit the like button. So just remember, hit the like button or else. Cosmic Cody says, I've been looking at building the Anaconda. I might have to give this one a go too. I thought about the Anaconda. Believe it or not, I think the Anaconda would be easier to build. I think the Anaconda would be easier to build because it's got a slimmer profile than the freaking Federal Corvette. So Ozzy says, try the Arcadia stabilizers. Let's give that a try. Let's give that a try. Now, that being said, I think this wing is... I think that's fine right there. Kinda. I think that's fine right there, but... where are you, Arcadia stabilizer? Winglets, blade, stabilizer. So yeah, we could kind of mesh that in. Let's rotate it. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. The problem is that there's a freaking gap right there. Let's plug it in. You see that hole right there? That's the problem. If it were just a little bit longer, if we could literally like get it to mesh with the Arcadia stabilizer that's in front of it, that would work. That would actually work. Lily says you could mount the right wing on that hab. If the pic I'm looking at is right. Okay, let's remove this. So you're talking about this wing? We could... Yeah, we could. The problem, let's remove it. The problem is that that wing, the turbine aerofoil, if we can flip it, there we go. Yeah, we run into the same problem of having a gap right there. That's the problem that we have. We run into the same problem of having a gap right there. Yeah, Ozzy, we already tried rotating it. It's just, it looks like it's almost there, man. It's like it's almost freaking there. It almost works. Let's take that stabilizer again. Yeah, because you can rotate it until you're blue in the face. The problem is that there's that gap right there. That's the only configuration where I would see it working. So if we plug that in, turbine aerofoil, let's flip it. There we go. And you attach the wing to the heavy linkage. That's pretty close. That is pretty close. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. And, you know, we can fix all of this, all of like the square blockiness on top of the ship. We can fix that with stabilizers. Trust me, I know how to take care of that ugliness. We can fix that. We can totally fix that. The problem, of course, is getting the base design down so we can move this thing forward. Yeah, I kind of wish we had, you know what I wish we could do? I wish we could stretch parts. If we had like a base, like a standard part, like the Arcadia stabilizer, I wish we could stretch it. I wish we had the ability to stretch it or lengthen it to whereas it actually fit within a specific configuration. I wish we could do that. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one. It's like, if we can get a good look at it, the nose cone is spot on. Everything up here is spot on. Even the side pieces, to give us that angular look up to about this point is okay. Excuse me, it's okay. But as soon as we get right here, it's like, yeah, it comes to a complete and total stop. So Cody says, how do you fix a broken pizza? A what? A broken what? Hold on. Cody says, how do you fix a broken pizza with tomato paste? That's actually true. You can totally fix a broken pizza with tomato paste. You can do that. You can totally do it. You can totally do that. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote. That's exactly why they don't give us wires on these. The resizing. That's absolutely true. Cody says, what do you call a fake pizza? A pepperoni pizza. Hey, chat, you guys asked for it. By not hitting the like button, you brought this on yourselves. I'm telling you, you brought this on yourselves. We're going to work with this for a few more minutes, and I think what we will do afterwards is hop into traditional Sentinel ship hunting. So I think this is not bad where we are so far. I do wish this meshed a bit better than it does. This is not an attachment point. That is. I could move this back. Let's slide that back one. Slide that back one. You know, that would almost work. That would almost work. That would almost work. Oh my gosh, this is painful. This, you guys don't know. This is painful. So let's remove this. Oh my god, that's just painful. That's painful. If we put that there, that's not going to work. See, aerofoil, the S-foil we don't need. Speedbird, nacelle, Vesper diffuser. Yeah, that's not going to work because it's too round. Yeah, this is painful. This is painful. Something else that I'm trying to avoid is using too many of the same pieces. Because ultimately you'll end up with something that looks like a conglomerate of like the same parts just being duplicated over the entire ship's fuselage, trying to avoid that. Hey Malinsky, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? Yeah, this is a no glitch build. That's what we're trying to go for, at least anyway. It's really tough, man. It's really tough because simply because of the parts limitation that we have here. I'm trying to build the Federal Corvette from Elite Dangerous. I think up to this point we're okay. Let's remove that. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough build. And that's just because the... The Federal Corvette is a very long ship. So William Dupree says, duplicate? We don't duplicate here. We don't duplicate here. Of course not. Of course not. No, we don't do that. Not here. So not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This piece is still usable. This piece is definitely usable, but oh my God, this is tough, man. This is tough. I really wish we could flip that piece, but you can't flip it. There's no way to flip that piece. This wing piece right here. There's absolutely no way. Yeah, Tony, exactly right. Just mass production, exactly. We mass produce. We don't dupe. We don't dupe. So Cody says, why did Jabba win the pizza contest? Because no one out pizzas the Hut. Ow. Ow. That one was painful. That one was legit painful. That one was painful. Every time I think of Jabba the Hutt now, I can't take Jabba the Hutt seriously anymore because of the movie Spaceballs. I can't take Jabba the Hutt seriously because of the movie Spaceballs, because of Pizza the Hut. Because of Pizza the Hut. You guys know what happened to Pizza the Hut in Spaceballs, right? I'm not going to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. You got to watch the original movie. You'll find out at the end what happened to Pizza the Hut. I can't take Jabba the Hutt seriously anymore because of that. Yeah, exactly. That one, hey, Ozzy Bob, flashbacks. Michael Knight, you know what I'm talking about. We know what happened to Pizza the Hut in Spaceballs. So, and again, I'm not worried about the top of the ship. We can fix all of that with a few cowlings. He's like, just the dripping cheese. Yeah, I can't take Jabba the Hutt seriously anymore because of Spaceballs. Every time I look at Jabba the Hutt, I think of Pizza the Hut. All right. Guitar Guy 80 says Mel Brooks makes a funny film. Mel Brooks is a master. He's an absolute master of cinema. He is. And Mel Brooks made movies back in the day where people just didn't care. They made funny movies. They weren't worried about social justice, grievance, politics. They just made good movies. You couldn't. I understand that Mel Brooks is trying to make a Spaceballs 2, but I don't think anything will be as good as Spaceballs 1. Nothing will be as good as Spaceballs 1. That movie was the perfect parody to Star Wars. Perfect. That just scared the crap out of me. Who was that? We got a new sub. Who do we have out there? So, Elias Rico, welcome to the odd one. Everybody, let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Elias Rico. Welcome to the odd one. Thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard. Let's get some 07s out there, people. Let's do it. You know how we do it here. Welcome our new subscriber. Let's work on this for a few more minutes, then we're going to hop into Sentinel Starship hunting. So I think, here's the deal. I think we're good up to this point. I think that's pretty much the look I was going for. I think that's what I was looking for. The problem, of course, now is the flared section, the actual flared section for the wings. So that is the ugliest hauler I've ever seen. What is that? That hauler is ugly. Sorry about that. I just got distracted. So if we remove this heavy linkage, well, let's remove that. This is an attachment point. So that would almost work. That would almost work right there. Bram's Bones, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, brother. So Bram's Bones says, why did the coffee taste like dirt? Because a few minutes ago it was just ground. That's a good one. That's a good one. Chat, just remember, you asked for it. you guys asked for it. That's a good one. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80. I think it's a sequel. I think it's going to be a sequel. We're talking about Spaceballs. I think it's going to be a sequel. That's what I'm hearing anyways. As long as Mel Brooks does it, and as long as they don't fall into Hollywood's trap, I think it'll be okay. That would almost work. But again, the problem is this this hab being as blocky and as square as it is. There's a way to hide that. There's definitely a way to hide that. But oh my God, this is painful. Turbine cowling. So hold on. What would this, let's remove that. What would it look like if I installed one of these? And that's not an attachment point, but if I took this, okay, hold on. I think we're getting somewhere. Hold on, let's plug that in. I think we're kind of getting somewhere with this. That actually fits. That actually fits, but I think we need a different cowling for that one. Guitar Guy 80 says, I didn't. I smashed the like button already. Yeah, Michael Knight, yeah, exactly. That's what I've been hearing. A new Spaceballs movie wouldn't pan out very well. And Mel Brooks, being the director that he is, he would not make a woke, or what's called a woke Spaceballs. It just wouldn't fare well. It would not play out at all. So I think it's just rumor, not entirely sure, but I don't think a woke Spaceballs would do very well at all. I think it would be dead on arrival. Let's move this and slide. Uh-oh, I think we got something. Hold on. I think we got something. Hold on. I think we got something here. That might actually work. That might work. I think we got something. So let's remove that. Hold on. Let's there we go. Just put that back. So the wing portion actually looks a lot better now. It looks a lot better. Hey, Dragonheart, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. That wing portion looks a lot better now. That might actually work. What's underneath this thing? Hold on. Let's see here. How much space do we have to work with? So... Huh. So that's what we got to work with on the side, huh? I could double that up, because that's an attachment point also, that reactor. What happened to... Okay, who took away my landing gear? Who deleted my freaking landing gear? Somebody's going to get murked. Somebody is about to get murked. Who deleted my land... I didn't do that. Oh, whatever. We'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, real talk. I don't think we're going to see... if Hollywood remakes, not remakes, but releases a sequel to Spaceballs, I don't think it's going to be very good. Cosmic Coyote says, must have been the Gex. Yeah, those guys will steal anything, right? Steal and sell anything. So this is what we've come up with so far. What we're trying to do is build the flared section. The flared wing section, if you will, for the Federal Corvette. I think we're getting pretty close. I think that looks pretty good. I think that looks pretty good, believe it or not. That looks so far so good. I think that'll work. I think that will work. But we got to have this heavy linkage here as an attachment point for that wing. So I think that stays. But I can also hide all of this on top. I can hide that. That's not a big deal. All we have to do is put a couple of cowlings on the roof. And just to demonstrate what I'm talking about here, let's see if we can find them. If I take... the Vesper cowling, if I take two of these, I can put one right there and one right there. That literally hides the ugly. That removes all that ugly right there that was on the top of that ship. But I also wanted to do something different for this portion near the cockpit, so... Yeah, exactly. They are, but they don't like attaching to the reactor. That is true. That is definitely true. So this is actually not bad with what we've got so far. Let's put that hab back over on the starboard side. Thunderbird class hab. Let's put that back. That's actually not bad. So Dragonheart says, I just got done doing the weekend mission and had a funny glitch happen. When my Corvette exit ramp somehow yeeted me off the planet and straight into space. Are you are you freaking serious, bro? That's funny. So you jumped out of the ramp and got shot into orbit. I would love to see that. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. That's not bad. I'm going to have to take another look at more reference photos for the Federal Corvette. But I think this is a good starting point. I think this is a really good starting point. Again, the problem is the blockiness right here. You know, in keeping with the angled look of the ship, this is the one sticking point right here. We got to find some way to kind of obfuscate that or hide it. But I do think, hold on. If I do, give me that. Not that. This, thank you. So what does that look like? Yeah, that kind of hides it. That actually does kind of hide it. Okay, so that's something to work with. That's definitely something to work with. It's not perfect, but that's definitely something to work with. All right. Okay, very interesting. So that was a cowling and a hab. Yeah, Dragonheart. I got to see that, man. I got to see that. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote. That's the one problem I'm having. First of all, usable space. That's one thing. The usable space and functionality. Because I would like to have a sufficient amount of usable space without having too much. The one problem is with just the overall blockiness of the habs. There are very few components that we can use that will mitigate that problem. So I can remove that hab, for example, and the wing, let's see, this wing module. You know, the problem is that wing module is not, you could put that there. Yeah, that takes care of some of the blockiness, but as you can see, there's that gap right there. It's almost the length of a hab, but it's not quite. So you run into a problem where you get these gaps in portions of your ship where you're trying to hide it, but that means piling more stuff on top of stuff just to hide a gap. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote. It's very difficult to get rid of without glitching, and I'm trying to go for a non-glitch build here. Trying to go for a non-glitch build. So that's why I went with the habs to begin with, because at least the habs don't glitch. But again, you end up with this series of Lego blocks, basically. It's hard, man. It's rough. That's what she said. You guys didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. So let's see. Before we switch up and go hunt Sentinel ships, let's remove that piece. Let's install this piece instead. Get in there. There you go. Okay, I think that piece looks a little better. That piece looks better. Let's rinse and repeat over here. If we can, if at all possible. Get up there. Get up there. Up. There we go. And over here was a heavy linkage. Heavy linkage. And because the heavy linkage is a needed attachment point for this wing. Okay. I think that's in the right spot. Yep. That's where we want it. And turbine aerofoil. There we go. And we'll put the aerofoil right there. Continue modding. So Ozzy says lots of internal space to fill. I go with the green walls and lots of yep. Yep. Hey, look, the only thing I'm worried about is whether or not I can get my coffee pot next to my cockpit. All I want is a coffee pot. Yeah, give me my coffee pot next to my cockpit, please. That's all I want. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. That's not a bad profile. That's not a bad profile for that. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. That's not bad at all. Not bad. Yeah, a little bit of fine-tuning is going to be needed. Especially here towards the back end of the ship. Yeah, that is attached to the ship, but I guess it's saying that it's not. Okay, whatever. So we can probably move the landing gear back one, but we'll need a heavy linkage right there. I'm not adding any more fabs. So let's move a heavy linkage in place. And landing gear, because it's broken. Okay, this one, we'll remove that. And this is all proof of concept. This is not finalized. That is true. Sometimes does resnapping. That is true. Let's take a look. Let's try that, because this thing is just broken. Let's remove it. Well, let's move it. There we go. Yep, good point. Very good point. Hey, don't exit. What the crap, dude? Very good point. Yeah, I forget about that. Sometimes a part will disconnect when it shouldn't, so we can remove that. All right, perfect. Thank you. And it still says they're not connected. Get over yourself, will you? Okay, whatever. We'll fix that. We'll fix that. All right, so what we're going to do... Cosmic says, my Delta 7 has 4 empty halves. I just lose attention quickly for decorating. Yeah, it did. It went in and out. It's okay. We'll fix it later. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to pause this right here. That's not bad. I got to go take a look at some more photos of the freaking Federal Corvette, because I think I'm pretty close here. I think I'm pretty close. Based on the parts that we have, I really wish this wing portion right here could be flipped. But the only way to flip this portion is with glitching, and I don't want this to be a glitch build. So what we're going to do is save this design for later. All right, nice. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we found the Sentinel ship for this star system. Let's go take a look at it really quickly. So let's jump into the next phase of the live stream. Let's hop in and make a restore point first. There we go. Yeah, it actually turned out better than I thought it would. It turned out better than I thought it would. Now, the problem, of course, is getting the pieces to snap together in a way where they mesh. for the design that I'm looking for without looking like just a roughly built Lego set. If you guys can imagine what I'm saying here. It's very difficult to do with the limited amount of parts that we have. Even though there's over 100 plus parts and components, that's still not enough. We need more Corvette parts. And that's not a dig at Hello Games and their team. Those guys did an absolute breakout, phenomenal job with this update. They did a phenomenal job with this update. I don't think anybody saw this one coming. The funny thing, and this, I find this to be absolutely freaking hilarious, is that Hello Games did with No Man's Sky what Frontier Development has failed to do with Elite Dangerous. They gave us buildable, we can literally build our own Corvettes. They gave us buildable, customizable ships with rendered ship interiors. We can literally walk around in the interiors of our ships. Frontier Development has never been able to do that. They've never been able to do it. Alright, why is the ship gone? That's some BS. I didn't claim the ship, it's still here. Let's move our ship. It's supposed to be right there. There's supposed to be a ship like right there.
Thermal protection falling.
We'll reload the restore point and it should appear. That's actually funny. The ship just disappeared. This was an S-Class Starship that I found during the previous live stream. Last Monday stream, actually. Look, the ship better reappear because I didn't claim it. That's all I got to say. It better be there. There it is. Worst parking job ever. Worst parking job ever. Would you kindly move the ship, please? Thank you. Alright, so there's the ship. This is an S-Class 2+1 and 1. This one we found, as you can see, S-Class 40 cargo, 28 technology.
Thermal protection falling.
Yeah, all black actually. All black with, I think that's blue. I think that's a blue fuselage. Hold on a sec. Yep. All black with blue accents. This is a medium Sentinel fighter. All black and white. With white and blue accents, I should say. Yep. Combination of double-bladed wings, a set of clipped wings, well, medium wings, I should say, medium wings on it, with wingtip thrusters. S-Class out of the box. So we found this one during the previous live stream. So, and this is a 2+1 and 1. Anything good in the junk box? I got a quad servo. Okay. Cool. So what we're going to do, since, if you guys want this ship, my base will be in the area, but the coordinates are -30.29 and +22.19. Once again, glyphs, lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is the Eisentam Galaxy. So if you guys want this ship, this is where you got to be for it. S-Class Sentinel ship out of the box. All black. Absolutely gorgeous ship, by the way. Let's make sure we got this thing uploaded. Let's upload it again. Okay, let's get back on the hunt since we got a little time left. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote for an out-of-the-box S-Class. Not bad at all. Not bad. Oh, you know what we got to do? We got to remove a base. Yeah, we actually have to remove a base. Hold on. My base is... There we go. Salvageable scrap. This is the base. This is the one. Some ridiculous outpost that I had to make. Excuse me. As part of a weekly update. Or not a weekly update, the Nexus mission, weekend Nexus mission. You had to build an outpost. Worst outpost ever. So we're going to remove this base. And hope everybody out there is doing well. If you guys haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. That was the most ominous music I've ever heard in No Man's Sky, like ever. That's the most ominous freaking music I've ever had. Yeah, everything's out of power. Everything's out of power. That's funny. Yeah, worst base ever. I don't even think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Oh my God. Okay, whatever. You know, this is a pretty cool planet. Yeah, I think I'll leave it here. I'll leave the base here. That is a pretty cool planet. That's the first time I've ever seen a noir planet like that. All right, let's get back on the hunt, shall we? That's a dark planet. Johnny Blaze, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. How are you today? So not bad, not bad. We made some progress on that that new Corvette design. That's not bad at all. That is some ominous music. They're trying to tell me something. Okay, let's go back. So Cosmic Coyote says lots of buffering, gonna reload. We're doing pretty good over here on my end. OBS is not having any issues, so yeah, I think if you refresh your browser, you should be okay. Okay, let's go, people. We're on the clock. That's what she said. All right, galaxy map. And free look. So what do we got? Anything good? Just out of curiosity. That's a yellow star system. Nice. What's this here? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing. What do we got? Oh, hold it. I just saw an outlaw dissident. Where is it? Or outlaw system. I don't think it was dissonant. Let's see if we can... There it is. It is dissonant. Okay, so you know where we're going. Never sleep on an outlaw dissonant system. That gives us a 5% chance of finding an S-Class Sentinel ship. Or an S-Class of any kind of ship, for that matter. Not only Sentinel ships, but any kind of ship. Okay, let's see what we got. It's a small system. Nice. So we have abandoned. decaying with salvageable scrap, and bleak. Ooh, so we got some salvageable scrap in this system. What do we got? No planetary fauna, so that means no dissonance signal. That means no dissonance. Yep. That'll mark something in a different star system. Yep, nothing. No harmonies detected. This system is a bust. Okay, next star system. Yeah, this system is a complete and total bust. That sucks. It's not even worth going to the station to check out the multi-tool either. So, that sucks. Next. And I hope you guys are all doing well. If you haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Man, that sucks. That was an outlaw dissonance system too. Okay, 2-star Gek. I mean, we can go there. We found a that S-class in a 2-star system, so we can totally go there. That's a 1-star. That's out of the question. Hold it. Okay, that's not dissonant. Okay, 2-star Viking. One-star Corvettes. Okay, that system is abandoned. 1-star Corvettes. 1-star Viking. There we go. All right. 2-star it is. Let's check it out. There might be a good ship in this system. You never know. And if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Are we here? Yes, we are. Another small system. Okay. Upload. Gamma intensive. Salvageable scrap. Okay. With aggressive sentinels. And humid. Salvageable scrap. Dissonance. Ooh. So what do we got here? So 13 fauna. Perfect. Market. Let's go. You know what we got to do here? Let's go to the space station. Check out the multi-tool. See if there's something good over there. Well, at least that explorer is symmetric. Where's my ship? Let's check out the multi-tool at the station and we'll check out the Sentinel ship. It better not be an ugly ship. Okay, there's the station. Right through this ginormous freaking asteroid field. Where's the planet? Oh, it's like right behind us. There it is. Gamma intensive. Okay, that's not the rock we want to go to anyway. The captain did a lousy job parking this ship. Lousy job, Captain. Lousy job. Okay, what do we got? Anything good? Okay, what do we got? That is an ugly multi-tool. What is that? Ugh. And it's a B class. Okay, this one's probably a B class too. No, it's an A class. 2 connected supercharge slots. Oh, okay. What are the chances this is a 3+1? Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Guitar Guy 80, Captain's trying to tell us something. he like parked in an asteroid field. What's that? He's got no fuel? Somebody go buy some gas. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Multi-Tool Guy. What's up, buddy? Man, that dude's got a nice helmet. Check out his helmet. Mr. Bling Bling over here. Mr. Corvax the Bling Bling. Look at that dude's helmet. Okay, so he's got Scatter Blaster. We'll take one of those. We will take that Neutron Cannon. And we will take that Pulse Spitter. Yes, please. We will totally take all those. Nice. I'll take all 3 of them. Thank you. That's the Exosuit Guy. We don't need to worry about him. Definitely grab those 3. Okay, what do you got? Hyperdrive, Cyclotron, Starship Shield. The Cyclotron Ballista is actually not that bad in terms of a weapon. It's actually not that bad. But we're getting a pretty good discount too. It's only 385 nanites for that. Okay. If I need one, I'll know where to get it. Okay, let's go on a hunt, shall we? Yeah, Cosmic Coyote, exactly. All right, here we go. Let's mark it. There we go. This better be a good-looking ship. If this is an ugly starship, I swear. I swear. Okay, let's go check this out. So if you guys haven't done so, please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We'll be on for another maybe 20 or 30 minutes. We still have some time before I have to wrap things up. As we bounce off the planet's surface. Ah, looks like a gravity storm. Alright, so, what do we got? What do you guys think? Ugly ship?
Storm clearing.
I don't know. This could be a winner. This one could be a winner. Let's land. I'll hold it. You know what? Let's go photo mode. Let's do that. Before we even waste our time. Where's it at? Okay, check. What the crap? It's a hauler. It's a hauler with skinny wings, switchblade wings. Okay, so this is a Sentinel hauler with skinny dragonfly wings, vented skirt wings, ventral stabilizers, and it's got the hauler extension. Yeah, exactly. Colors are nice, but no tank treads. Tank treads would be nice on this one. Yeah, this one I think is a pass. This one I think is a pass. It's a hauler, and I know most people don't like the hauler-style Sentinel ships. I personally am not a fan of hauler-style Sentinel ships with dragonfly wings. Petri, how's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're back on the old hunt. Guitar Guy 80 says mine looks better. I bet it does. I bet it does. This is not that great. I don't mind the haulers, but I don't like the haulers with the dragonfly wings. It just doesn't look right. It's too freaking big as it is. Haulers are the biggest Sentinel ships in the game. You put a set of dragonfly wings on that thing and it gets ginormous. So this is a pass. This is definitely a pass. So this one is not quite worth the hunt. Even though there is salvageable scrap on this planet. Yeah, but this is not worth it. So let's reload. Reload restore point. Yeah, this one's not worth it. We're just going to completely pass it. That and the fact that it's got these skirt wings on it. I'm not a fan of skirt wings on a big ship like this either. So it's got single-bladed wings, skirt wings, and the dragonfly wings on a big heavy hauler. That just doesn't look right. So we'll pass. Okay. Did I buy those upgrades? Or do I got to buy them again? Yeah, we got to buy them again. No big deal. Let's go buy the upgrades and we will leave this star system. Alright, so where's Mr. Multi-Tool guy? Hello, sir. Mr. Bling Bling over here. Let's talk to this guy again. Okay, so we wanted Scatter Blaster. Not Geology Cannon. We'll take the Neutron Cannon and Pulse Spitter. We'll take those three. Okay. And he had an S-Class Cyclotron module. Let's grab that while we're here. Hyperdrive, we don't need. Cyclotron, let's grab one of those. Okay. He says, enjoying your stream and sausage soup. Hey, that sausage soup sounds really good, man. That actually sounds really good. It does. That sounds really good. Hey, Streamlabs, stop picking fights. Stop picking fights, Streamlabs. So Marcus Schumacher says, hold on a second. Yeah, don't worry about that. Streamlabs is out there picking fights today. Made 1.4 mil while listening now. I just recognize that, including 12 mil casino chips, I've reached over 700 mil. I wish you a great time. We'll do some stuff, some IRL stuff now. Pretty good night for you before I'll come back. Hey, well, thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Good money grind on that, bro. Take care. We'll see you next time, man. Thanks for stopping by. Don't worry about Streamlabs. Streamlabs is just kind of butthurt. Streamlabs is really butthurt right now. Okay, let's get out of the star system. Let's go for the next system. That is an ugly ship over there. Okay, let's hop back over to the freighter, find the next system. I was afraid of that. Something told me that the Sentinel ship for this system would not be that great. I was really afraid of that, but that's what you get. Upgrade storage is number 1.
Inventory full.
So I don't have one of those, huh? So what is this? Phase beam. Aqua jets. Okay, that's phase beam. Teleport receiver. Okay, what is that anyway? Oh, it's a scanner. Ah, okay. So that's mineral. This is fauna. Oh, those are all better. Okay, never mind. Okay, all right, let's go. Just had to drop some stuff off. Next system. Red Man, what's up, brother? How's it going? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well, man. He says, yes, not forbidden pizza this time. Hey, enjoy your pizza while you can, bro. That's all I got to say. But that soup sounds really freaking good, man. That sounds really good. Okay, so what do we got? Anything good? Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointing star system. We're slowly working our way toward the galaxy center. 1 star, nope. 2 star, yes. Okay, let's go. And we're warping upside down. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote says, and forbidden is subjective when it comes to pizza. Bro, you're not lying. People put, yeah, hey, look, people be putting some weird stuff on pizza out there. Some really weird stuff. Brandon Cartwright, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So Brandon says, hey, we just got a massive donation from Red Man. Hey, brother, thanks so much for that donation. I appreciate you, everybody. Let's get some 07s out there in chat right now. Proper hand salute to Red Man, who just beat the game. Hey, brother, thanks for that donation. Thanks for your generosity, and thanks for your support. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. So, Brandon Cartwright says, I had Meat Lovers Pizza with no pineapple yesterday. Bro, I love me some Meat Lovers Pizza, man. You get me one of those pizzas, I'm a happy person. I am a happy person. And again, Red Man, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. So, are we here? Yes, we are. Let's get back on the hunt. As I walk into the heater. Okay, that's a big system. All right. What do we got? Viridescent. Glacial. That's one of the planets. There might be more than one. Desert planet. High radio source planet, so that's a supercritical rock. Grassy. And terraforming catastrophe. Well, at least there's salvageable scrap in this system. Okay, glacial, frost crystals, activated copper, dioxites. All right. Let's mark it. Let's go. Let's get to the space station. Check out the stuff. If we can get out of here. Drinko, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're not actually on an expedition. We finished the expedition. I'm just doing some basic starship hunting today. Just some basic starship hunting. Just getting back to the old school. Going out, finding the best Sentinel ships possible. Although we haven't had very much luck so far. The last Sentinel ship was kind of meh. But Dranko, it's good to see you. Thanks for joining us, man. Always good to see you, brother. This is the most purple star system I've ever seen. Is this an actual purple system? No, it's a yellow system. Okay. I will be doing the expedition one more time before it ends in a few weeks, just because the expedition is stupid fun. Nice. Gunmetal in blue. All right, what do we got? Let's go check out the multi-tool. Oh, crap. It's another ugly multi-tool. It's not too bad. It's a pistol. Okay, it's an A-class, but supercharged slots are spread out on this one, so meh. That's not bad. This one actually looks better, but it's a C-class. That's a whole lot of nope. Okay, this is the exosuit guy. I don't think we need anything exosuit-wise. That we don't need. Talk to this guy. The Gek with the eye problem. So Petri says, homemade salami, ham, and pepper pizza last weekend. That sounds really good. Hey, you can't get a better pizza than the pizza you make at home. Unless, of course, you go to like Giordano's Pizza in Chicago where they make deep dish pizza pie. Oh my God, that stuff is good. But yeah, I agree. Okay, we'll take that scatter blaster. We will take that bolt caster. We will take the pulse spitter and neutron cannon. We will take those. Okay, what do you got for me, buddy? Hyperdrive, infraknife. We'll take that infraknife. Thank you. We will take that positron. And we'll take the cyclotron, too. I just realized something. Hold on. I boo-booed. I just realized. Difficulty. Oops. Standard. Oops. Let's redo that. Oops. Let's see. There we go. Let's reload that restore point. Let's reload that. Oops. I just realized. I had crafting and purchases to free because I was in the previous star system working on that Corvette. So I have an excuse. It wasn't done on purpose. Oops. Yeah, Petri, that sounds really good. I might have to go out and buy some fixins and make my own pizza. That did sound really good. Okay, let's go back to multi-tool guy. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 says, laugh out loud. Why is it free? Oops. Alright, let's try that again. Scatter Blaster. Bolt Caster. Oh, wait. Dang it. I did it again. I did it again. Restore. I forgot. When you reload the restore point, you have to go back in and set your difficulty settings again. Oops. Well, that's oopsie number 2 for today. Cosmic Coyote says, no excuses needed. Pirates we are. Arr. Yes. Okay, now let's do this the right way. Difficulty. There we go. Standard. Done. Okay, restore point. There we go. That's better. That's better. Yeah, exactly. Reload, then change settings, not the other way around. Exactly. I forgot. When you reload, you got to go back in and change your settings. Okay, let's try that again. All right, give me your stuff. For real this time. Scatter Blaster. Bolt Caster. Pulse Spitter. Neutron Cannon. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, buddy, what you got? And he had the infraknife. Okay, perfect. All right, let's go. Excuse me. And the multi-tools in the station were not that good, so we're good to go. Market. There better be a good-looking ship in this star system. Yeah, this time he took my money. It's pretty bad when you got to look at a Gek and say, shut up, take my money. It's pretty bad when you have to look at a Gek and say, hey, shut up and take my money. That's pretty bad. And thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. We're just getting back to some traditional Sentinel Starship hunting after a couple of weeks of insanity building Corvettes. Yeah, Corvette building is a lot of fun. It's really fun. We spent about an hour working on a Corvette today. That was fun. Something about just building your own starship out of random parts is a lot of fun. It is. Because we're on stream, that's one of the reasons why I had crafting and purchases set to free, so we can get in, build the ship that we want without being burdened with hunting for parts. I think we got a good ship. Hold on. I think we got a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we hit the jackpot. We got an X-Wing. Black and red, too. This is a heavy Sentinel fighter. Check this out. Okay, now, the only thing it's missing, it's got single-bladed wings, heavy wings, dorsal, ventral TIE fighter style stabilizers, X-wing stabilizers because they articulate. Hey, this is worth a hunt. This one is definitely worth a hunt right here. And it appears to be all black. There's a stupid storm going on, so I can't really tell. This ship would be perfect if it had wingtip thrusters. Wingtip thrusters and tank treads. This is a good-looking ship. This is not bad. All right, let's land. All right, somebody turn off that stupid storm. Yeah, this is not bad. This is a pretty good-looking ship right here. It's all black, too. Black with red accents. Not bad. Let's get a better look at it. Okay, now that all the textures are properly rendered in, that's actually a pretty good-looking ship. So, if you guys like this style of Sentinel ship, glyphs are in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. This is Starship number 1 for this planet. This is Starship number 1 for this planet. That's a good-looking heavy. That's a heavy Sentinel fighter. It's not a hauler, it's a heavy. And this is, of course, it's a crap C-class. But this one is located at plus 7.00 and plus 30, or 130, excuse me, 0.70. So if you want this exact ship, those are the coordinates, upper left-hand corner of the screen. Again, this is Starship number 1 for this system. This one is worth a hunt. This one is definitely worth a hunt. You can keep your pugnium. Okay, nice. This one is definitely worth a hunt. Okay, let's grab it. And again, this is ship number 1. So we'll take the glass, take the brain, and whatever. We'll put the pugnium in the ship.
Technology prepared.
Look at that. That is nice. That's nice. Yeah, this is not a hauler. It looks like a hauler, but it's not. It's not a hauler. It doesn't have the hauler extension. It's got the dorsal and ventral stabilizers on this one. TIE fighter style stabilizers. This is a good looking ship. I like this one. Very nice. And it's all black too. Definitely worth a hunt. Okay, let's compare. And since we know what's in this system, let's go ahead and claim it. Okay, cool. Yeah, Cosmic Cody. Yeah, this one definitely has hinges. Let's get it and take a look. This one definitely has hinges. There you go. X-Wing, baby. Check that out. Yes, sir. That's a good-looking ship. I like this one. This is a good-looking ship. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see if we can find a better class. Now, that was ship number 1. And again, I just showed glyphs and coordinates if you guys want this ship. So just come to this planet. This is Eisentam Galaxy. This is very nice, and it's all black, too. Okay, let's find another one. if at all possible. This is a 2-star system. We got lucky last time when we found that S-Class. I don't think we're going to be this lucky this time around. Yeah, don't think we're going to be this lucky this time around. If we are, you know how we do it. Setting up a base. Yeah, this is a good-looking ship. Okay, what do you got? It's another C-Class. Okay, so this is ship number 2 for this planet. Located at minus 36.07 and plus 44.99. This is Starship number 2. This is a C-Class.
Thermal protection falling.
Photo mode. And again, glyphs for this ship, lower left-hand corner of the screen, in case anybody wants it. All right, we'll check out the scrap. You can keep your pugnium, thank you. We got plenty of pugnium, but we don't need it. Keep your pugnium, sir. Okay, we'll take the glass, the brain, and, okay, whatever.
Technology repaired.
Supercharged slots are in a different location on this one. And again, this is ship number 2, so let's compare. And if this ship is actually worse. This one is actually worse. Let's compare it, and let's just go ahead and claim it. And what we will do is rinse and repeat. Now, how many ships do I have so far? Since I can only have up to 12 at one time. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that will be ship number 10. So we can get 2 more before we got to begin scrapping. And this is ship number 2.
Weather warning.
Oh, crap. Okay, who asked for the blizzard? Okay, okay, here we go. This is actually a good-looking ship. Planet sucks, though. The planet definitely sucks.
Extreme temperature detected.
The extreme temperature detected. Yeah, no kidding. We're in space. And thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't done so, please hit that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. So Cosmic Coyote says, black and red is always sharp. I thought it was salmon at first, which would be fine. It does kind of look like that, doesn't it? It does kind of look like salmon. It does. I don't think I've ever seen a Sentinel ship with that color. I'm really happy that this one is all black and is not ugly like the last one. So that's all that matters. But the last Sentinel ship was not that good. Alright, what do we got? It is A-class.
Thermal protection falling.
We just scored an A-class. Perfect. We just found an A-class. Nice. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to drop a base right here.
Thermal protection falling. Technology
Let's fix thermal
recharge.
protection. Let's make a restore point before we do anything else. And that works for me. We just scored an A-class. So, let's take a look at it first and foremost. And this is ship number 3. So, take that, Pugnium.
Technology repaired.
Okay, this is... Supercharged slots are spread out on this one. But this is a good starting point, I think. And it is an A-class, so... That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. I do like that one. Alright. They are spread out. This one is more than likely a 2+1. So what we're going to do is drop a base. We're going to drop the base. Boom. Okay, base computer. This planet absolutely sucks. Okay, claim. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, hold on. We got to reload. Reload restore point. Reload restore point. Yeah, supercharged slots are kind of spread out, but that's okay. This could be a 2+1. It could also be a 3+1, depending on how close the fourth supercharged slot is. Okay. All right, let's drop a base. This planet sucks. I swear it does.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Give it a door. Ramp.
Extreme temperature detected.
And some windows. Not a lot, just some. Okay, let's give it a back door just in case. Just in case. Not what I wanted to do, but okay. Let's get some power. And battery. And teleporter. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks. So, Guitar Guy 80 says, not sure Hello Games changed the build cam. Now you fly miles away from where you want to build. I use the ground to stop it. They did make some adjustments to the actual build cam, because I have the same problem too. Okay, we need a save point. Okay. There we go. Let's get a picture. Yeah, this planet absolutely sucks, by the way. There we go. And we're going to call this A-Class 3+1 maybe. This is an A-Class Heavy. A-Class Heavy X-Wings. Okay, A-Class Heavy X-Wings space. 3+1. Space, maybe, because we don't know. Okay, that'll do it. 3+1 maybe. And let's upload. Okay, one more thing I got to do because I made that restore point. Let's see, Corvettes.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Cosmic Coyote says, yeah, they expanded it for the vets, I think. I can see that because Corvette builds can get really freaking big. And I mean comically big. So yeah, I can totally see that. Okay, it is, okay, 6:27. Okay, so we gotta wrap this up. Let's make a new save point. And nice, A-Class. Before we go, let's get rid of these extra ships. Since we've got those cataloged, let's get rid of the extra ones. Let's head to the space station and scrap. I am curious. Let's see what the supercharged slots are on those ships before we wrap up. So we'll go difficulty, free, just because. Before we go, let's make a restore point. Okay, this is ship number 2. That's a good-looking Sentinel ship. I like that one. That's a good-looking ship. I don't care what the supercharged slots are. That's a good-looking ship. Yeah, Guitar Guy 80 says, that's why I like having one save, no mission clogging up the to-do list. Yeah, when I get too many of them, I just go in and begin aborting missions. I'll just begin aborting missions because most of them, because I do a lot of Starship hunting, most of them are for, you know, salvaging Sentinel ships. Okay, let's upgrade. Okay. So what do we got? Okay, so we upgraded this one to an S class. Starship number 2 could be a 3+1. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, let's apply augmentations. This one could be, it could be a 2+2. Nope. Ah, it's a 2+2. Okay. So that ship is a 2+2. All right, that's not bad. That is not bad. That C class is a 2+2. Okay. So that's ship number 2. Starship number 2 is a 2+2. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and scrap this ship. And we're going to scrap it as an S-class because why not? Okay, so we want to begin salvage analysis. Okay. Let's change difficulty settings again if we can get there. There we go. Free. Apply. Okay, here we go. One more time. And this is ship number 1. Since we found that A class, we're pretty much done in this star system. And the next time we hold a No Man's Sky live stream, we'll go to a brand new system and start the hunt again. Okay, this one is also probably a 2+2 or 3+1, more than likely. Alright, so we want to upgrade augmentations. Here we go. Okay, yep, this one is also a 2+1. Okay. Okay, 2+2. It's a 2+2. That's not bad. That's not bad. That is not bad. Okay, well, now we know. Perfect. All right, let's scrap it. Let's fix difficulty. Standard. So not bad, not bad. So what that tells me is that all C classes on that planet are probably going to have a 2+2 supercharged slot configuration. And one of those two. All right, well, let's go ahead and scrap this thing. We're not going to keep it because we found that that A class legit, and we're going to keep that one legit. All right, cool. Hey, check out that baller hauler over there. How much you want for that? 32 mil C class. That's not bad. All right, talk to me, buddy. What do you got? So we want to trade, sell, compressed indium scrap, AI valves, OLED spool of nano cables.
Units received.
And I think that was it. Yep, that was it. Cool. So what upgrades did we get? What is that? So wait a minute, hold on. Hold on. I thought... You guys remember during the previous live stream when I mentioned that this ship right here, yeah, this Corvette right here just vanished and was completely gone from my inventory? Here it is. Hello Games, fix your game. I thought that shit was completely gone. Whatever. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. I got nothing. I thought that shit was gone because I swear it completely vanished from my inventory. Okay, we want to... Yeah, went on its own adventure. Yeah, Ozzy Bob, it's back, baby. Yeah, that's the one with the 3+1. That's the Sentinel ship that's 3+1. Not Sentinel, but the Corvette that's 3+1. That's the one that completely disappeared from my inventory. All right, what do we got for upgrades? We get anything good? Yeah, 2 hyperdrive. 1 shield. Yeah, that's not bad. I think we even got an augmentation in there somewhere. Let's process the brains because we don't need them. That'll pay for all of the upgrades that we bought. We got a bunch of glass that we got to open up too. Okay. Nice. Alright, so ladies and gents, that is the wrong Sentinel ship. Although I like this Sentinel ship. That's the wrong Sentinel ship, but let's get the other one out here. Yeah, I'm totally going to take this Sentinel ship to the next Game Hub ship meet just to troll everybody. There we go. Okay, so ladies and gents, it is 6:37 p.m. for me. I got to go take care of some IRL stuff. So I think what we will do, is call the stream here. Let's make a restore point. Perfect. So, thank you guys so much for stopping by today. This was a fun stream. We actually got work done on our next major Sentinel ship build. Our next major Corvette ship build. We're working on the Federal Corvette from Elite Dangerous, so I'll work on that some more off camera. But nonetheless, thank you guys for stopping by today. As of right now, I'm not planning on hosting a second No Man's Sky stream tomorrow. I've got some other IRL stuff to do. But The next GTA 5 online stream will be this coming Wednesday, Japan Standard Time. If I can do another No Man's Sky live stream, we will do it. We'll put up a second No Man's Sky stream later this week if at all possible. But until then, I'll see you guys out there in the black. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. This was a ton of fun. And with that being said, this live stream is a wrap. I've been Oddman105, aka The Odd One, saying thanks to each and every one of you for your continued support of what we do here on the channel. And I will see you guys when I see you guys in the next live stream. So everyone, please stay safe and remember, don't just start the fire, bring the smoke, and take care out there. And I'll see you all next time. So everyone, stay safe. God bless to each and every one of you. Please do me a huge favor. Hit that like button for me on the way out. Helps out the channel a ton. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, guys. I'll see you all later.